And we are live. Hello and welcome to another episode of the e-commerce coffee break. Today we're talking about word of mouth marketing and referral programs. Therefore, I have a special guest with me. Raul Galera is the chief advocate of ReferralCandy, the #1 referral program platform online. ReferralCandy is helping businesses like Reebok, Uniqlo, Tidal acquire new customers and retain existing ones, leverage the power of word of mouth and customer loyalty. ReferralCandy powers referral programs for more than 3,000 fast-growing Shopify brands, and therefore I think Raul is the perfect partner today to talk about word of mouth. Hi, Raul. How are you today?
I'm good. Thanks for having me.
You're welcome. Raul, give me a bit of a background for the listeners that do not know what word of mouth marketing stands for. Just an idea.
Word of mouth marketing is probably the oldest form of marketing that's ever existed. When we think about the purchases that we make or the buying decisions that we make on a pretty much on a regular basis, in a lot of those cases, we're taking recommendations into consideration before buying a product or acquiring a service. And so when it comes to trusting our friends and family or experts and the recommendations before we buy a purchase, that's word of mouth right there. It's literally listening to what other people are saying about one particular product and using that as part of our decision-making process before we actually go and acquire. So yeah, probably one of the oldest forms of marketing available, and also one of the cheapest.
No, 100% right. So I think referral marketing and word of mouth is a very strong part to get actually cheap, as you said, cheap traffic to your store and high quality traffic to your store because people trust their friends, as you said. Now, everybody knows how it works in the offline world. Now we're talking about Shopify stores, we're talking about online shopping, e-commerce and all of that. Obviously, there is a little bit of a different approach when it comes to word of mouth marketing. How do you deal with that? What's working there in the background?
Yeah, so basically, as a product, what ReferralCandy does is that it allows stores to set up and run customer referral programs pretty much on autopilot. So what we mean by autopilot is that whenever a new customer makes a purchase, we invite them to join the referral program by giving them a unique referral link that they can share with their friends. They can share that referral link on social media, on a group chat, or or an email, whatever it is, whatever the channel is more relevant to them. And then the friends click on the referral link, they're taken to a landing page with an offer, and then from there they're taken to the store so they can complete the purchase. So that's kind of like the autopilot part of it. Everything it's pretty smooth in terms of making it easy for customers to refer their friends, and also for the friends to get that first deal that they're getting from their friend and making a purchase. So
Okay.
yeah, so it's it's literally like trying to put the kind of like the offline part of it, which is kind of like a casual conversation between friends, try to put it in the online world in a sense that in a way that it's easy for everybody to just kind of like follow that transaction in a very smooth way.
Okay. How do you promote or how do you motivate a customer to refer the product or purchase to a friend?
Yeah, so first of all, if the product's good, your customers are going to create those referrals anyway. So that's something that we've seen a lot. A lot of our customers, before they start running a referral program with us, they think about it because they're already getting referrals. Their customers are already referring their friends, and maybe the customer support team is saying, hey, like we're getting a lot of people asking if we have some sort of referral incentive because they've been referring their friends and all of that. So by the time that they get to ReferralCandy, they already have some sort of word of mouth happening on their store. So once you have that in place, it's all a matter of, like you said, kind of like increasing the reach of the referral program by letting people know about it. So either by running push purchase emails, so whenever somebody makes a purchase, let them know about the referral program, having a call to action on the website, sending reminder emails, maybe also including some sort of referral email in one of your email flows, so your customers are notified about it, even though the email's about something else, but they might get a reminder about the referral program. Something that works really well is to have maybe some sort of dedicated page on the website explaining why you're running a referral program, why it's important to you. I would say that any promotion I mean, you're never going to have too much promotion in terms of a referral program because it's something your customers can benefit from anyway. So,
okay, how do you incentivize your customer to promote your product to their friends? How does that work?
But like I said, first of all, by having a great product, making it easy for your customers to just be like make it come up in conversations, and then also the reward structure helps a lot. So you can go with the route of giving a big incentive to your customers, so they are incentivized to refer their friends. But also, since this is a two-way kind of conversation, kind of like two-way deal, both of them are getting something out of it. It also makes a lot of sense to give a big incentive to the friend to make that purchase, because your customers are going to be also incentivized to refer their friends if their friends can get something good out of it. If you can, it's not the same telling your friends like, hey, if you make a purchase here, I'll get 20% off your purchase as a commission, or saying like, hey, if you make a purchase here, I'll get 20% of your purchase as a commission, but also you're going to get like $50 off. So it's like a really good deal. So make sure that both sides are excited about the deal. It'll also make it easier for your customers to pitch.
Okay, so basically we're looking at a win-win-win situation. You
Exactly.
as the merchants get new customers, your customer gets something out of it by referring it, and the person referred gets something out of it by jumping on board. Now, obviously, I think there's also a risk involved in that, because you might have, I don't know, people who are a little bit dodgy and trying to take advantage of the system. How do you deal with that?
Yeah, so we've always had several anti-fraud systems implemented in ReferralCandy that prevent self-referrals from happening. For example, which is the most typical case of fraud in a referral program, somebody that's just referring themselves. And so we have several systems in place that just automatically disqualifies those referrals. But on top of that, this year we built what we call the fraud center, which means that any activity that passes our anti-fraud system, and we don't automatically flag it as fraudulent, but we still want the merchant to take a look at it because we think it's suspicious. So, for example, somebody that might have made a referral, and it looks like a legit referral, but maybe the names look a little bit too similar, or the email addresses look a little bit too similar, or the IP address, it's it's the same. In that case, we kind of flag it immediately. Or maybe they are it's somebody that's making a lot of referrals in a very short amount of time. Those kind of things are typically suspicious, and so we highlight them in this fraud center that they can review on a regular basis and take action against those customers that may or may not be making any sort of fraudulent transaction. But it's good for the merchant to see, what's happening, and maybe approve it if it's legit, or maybe ban the advocate if they're incurring in one of these activities.
Okay, I never heard about the self-referral, which makes total sense. I never thought about it. I thought they find other loopholes by instead of referring themselves to the system. Kind of interesting. Yep. So obviously, when it comes to putting the system in place, it's all about the timing to get the right message in the right moment. In a perfect world scenario, how would you schedule this in a customer journey? When should a referral notice come up?
That's a $1 million question. A lot of our merchants decide to go with the kind of like attention span. So if your customer made a purchase, send them an email right after, while your store is still in your brand and everything's still fresh in their mind. You have their attention, send an email, tell them about the referral program. That works. I mean, we've seen it work very well on a lot of our merchants. Some others decide to go the route of receiving the product. So maybe wait 7 days, 8 days, 10 days until they actually receive the product. Maybe they have the chance to use it, and then hit them with that email that tells them about the referral program. I don't really have a preference between the two. I've seen both of them work. It's really a matter of testing, but both of them, in my opinion, have very strong reasons to exist. So.
Yeah. So what you're saying is basically they need to make a purchase before the referral really makes sense. I'm just pointing this out because I do a lot of site reviews, and sometimes I see is for a first-time visitor on the homepage is like refer us, and it's like that doesn't work. It's a first-time visitor. What should they refer? They haven't even bought from you. So timing is about everything. Now, a lot of stores should have and should have a multi-channel marketing strategy. So they're using obviously email marketing, they're using Facebook ads and other platforms. How does your system slot in with that?
I think I think referral marketing in general helps with both customer acquisition and customer retention. For a really long time, uh, referral marketing was seen as a way to attract new customers and just like basically acquire new customers by leveraging your customer base. And it is true. I mean, that's that when brands typically think about referral marketing, that's what kind of comes to mind. It's how can I acquire new customers at a cheaper rate than maybe through Facebook ads or Google ads, especially because when you're running a referral program, you're paying based on performance. Your customers are getting a reward if the friend makes a purchase. The friend's getting a discount if they actually make the purchase, right? So it's very cost effective. But in the past couple of years, we've seen a lot of brands that are starting to think about referral marketing as a way to retain customers as well. The probably the best use case is if you have a subscription business and you are incentivizing your customers to refer their friends, and in exchange they're getting, let's say, 20% off their next subscription. That's it. It's like it's it happens automatically for them. They refer a friend, and then immediately the next month they're paying less, or they're paying half their subscription, or they get a free box, right? So that that makes it extremely easy for everybody, and kind of like the whole process becomes very smooth. That's obviously like the probably one of the ideal scenarios of customer retention. You have the customer on such a retention that they're paying you every single month, right? But for other brands that maybe they're not running a subscription business, but they have products that their customers they could buy them on a somewhat regular basis, even if they're not a subscription. It's another incentive for those customers that you have already acquired to come back to your store and buy from you again, because now they have a discount that they're not going to be able to acquire through any other channel. It's not you're not going to send them that discount on a recovery email. They're not going to get that discount by subscribing to a newsletter or anything like that. They're getting a bigger, hopefully bigger discount because they've sent you new business, right? And you as a brand are able to recognize that and reward that. So I would say, obviously, referral marketing has always been seen as a customer acquisition tool, but do not neglect the retention side of it, especially in these days that a lot of businesses are trying to improve the bottom line of their business. There's no better way of improving the bottom line than making your existing customers buy from you again. So.
Yeah, 100% agree. Customer lifetime value is very important, and anything that helps with that obviously is a good tool. Now, obviously, you are a Shopify app. I think you also work with Ecommerce, if I'm not completely mistaken.
Yeah. So we have integrations with obviously Shopify, BigCommerce, WooCommerce, Magento, and then we also have like 3 different ways that merchants can integrate with ReferralCandy, even if they don't have, even if they're not in any of these platforms that I mentioned, or even if they have their own store, kind of like set up from scratch, they can also integrate with us.
Okay, and does your app have an API to, let's say, Klaviyo, MailChimp, and any other external third-party apps?
Yes, exactly. So we integrate with MailChimp and Klaviyo. We also integrate with AdRoll for retargeting. So basically what allows you is to create a custom audience of friends that had been referred by customers, and so you can target them a little bit differently than other audiences. We also integrate with Facebook Pixel, so again, so you can retarget those people that have visited your store but maybe they haven't made a purchase yet, and also with Google Analytics, so you can see your referral traffic inside of Google Analytics. We realized that marketers might not be looking at ReferralCandy every day, but they're definitely looking at Google Analytics every day. So we wanted to make it easier for them to see how their referral traffic was going.
Very true. How long does it take the onboarding process? How long does that take? How much support does a merchant need from your side to get everything set up in the right way?
If they are on one of the kind of like supported platforms or platforms that we have a native integration with, the process is very I mean, it's very simple and very quick. The kind of like what might take a little bit more time, it's depending on how much time they want to spend customizing emails and customizing templates. So the way we build ReferralCandy is that if you want, you could get a referral program up and running in a matter of 5 minutes. And I have a couple videos on YouTube explaining literally how to launch a referral program in 5 minutes. All you need to do is set up the rewards, then upload a logo, a banner, and then we apply that to all the different templates on ReferralCandy. And that's it. And then you can, just launch the program, and we start automatically inviting new customers to join it. But again, it really depends on how much time you want to spend customizing those templates to make sure that maybe they fit your branding a little bit better than with kind of like the template that we have straight out of the box. But other than that, yeah, you can get it up and running in a matter of minutes.
Sounds good. Any kind of golden nugget tip you would give someone who's looking into ReferralCandy and wants to get started with word of mouth marketing?
Yeah, absolutely. So I would say start looking for those early signs that it might be a good time for you to start a referral program. If you're a merchant that, I'm just going to throw a number up there, but if you're a merchant that it's making over 500, 1,000 orders a month, you're definitely in a good spot to launch a referral program. So that should be an early sign. Another early sign will be to talk to your support team, see what your customers are saying. Are they mentioning the fact that they are referring friends? Are they asking for some sort of referral incentive? If so, it's because they already have customers in mind. Maybe they have showcased their product to their friends at a party or something like that, right? So look for those early signs, and also, to be honest, the fact that your business, if your business is growing, you've been around for a while, your customers are loving your product, you have good reviews, customers are coming back, that's already a good sign. And I guarantee you are already getting referrals, even if you don't have a referral program in place.
Okay. What's from your experience, so the average uplift in revenue or in conversions coming from ReferralCandy?
Yeah, so we actually have an ROI calculator on our website, and the kind of like the bottom line that we tell merchants that they're likely going to see on their referral program, if they kind of like follow this simple checklist of setting up good rewards, making sure that the customers are getting notified about the program, running promotions, etc. The least that they should be able to see is a 2% increase in referral sales in sales every month, and it's an increase. And I like the fact that you mentioned the word increase uplift, because it really is an increase in your revenue, in the terms that you are acquiring new revenue. These are new customers that are hopefully likely going to stay with you after that first purchase. And so again, it's kind of compounding effort after several months, right? Like you have new customers joining the program. Those customers are going to stay with you for a while, but then also they're going to start referring their friends as well. So it's all, again, compounding effort that will pay off in the long run.
Okay, cool. Where can people find out more about your app?
ReferralCandy.com. That's the best place to start. And then if you're on Shopify, you can look up our app on the Shopify App Store.
Okay. Is there any kind of free trial, or do people start it in?
Yes, absolutely. Yeah, we have a 30-day free trial. So you can connect to your store, launch your referral program, running for 30 days, see how it goes, see where it takes you, and then decide if you want to stay with ReferralCandy for longer, or if you like to pause.
Okay, so no risk by trying it out. I mean, if you have a certain store with a certain number of orders, it's a no-brainer to go into referral marketing and to try it out. I think you only can win. As I said, I think it's a win-win-win situation for all participants in e-commerce to have a good system there in place. Sounds great. Cool. Raul, thanks so much for the time. It was a pleasure to talk to you. And I will put the links in the show notes that everyone can go to the App Store and figure it out on their own and take it from there.
Absolutely. Yeah. Thanks for having me. It was great.
Thanks. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Hey Klaus here. Before you leave, I have a question for you. Are you a Shopify store owner and you're feeling stuck, overwhelmed, and not sure what to do next to grow your business? Do you struggle to convert traffic into sales and turn website visitors into buyers? Do you want to have direct access to a mentor who can assist you with your store, your strategy, offer, marketing, sales, and anything else you might need in your business? Then I would invite you to apply for my Get Conversions program, where I show you how to remove the guesswork out of growing your Shopify business and create clarity to optimize your business for maximal growth and profit. This is an application-only program. To apply, go to klauslauter.com to learn more. And finally, please do not forget to subscribe, like, and comment. It's a huge help and allows me to reach more people with this channel. Thanks in advance, and until next time at the e-commerce coffee break.